All right, well, we're going to make a quick change of camps here. I'm going to spend my last night in a different site, so I'm going to make that happen real quick before the site gets taken. Okay, we're just going to take a short trip down here to the next site. When I first rolled in here, this site I'm about to take was the most, to me, the most ideal site, but it was occupied. And it's so close, I figured, I'll just come down here and spend my last day and night here. Just to be able to experience it. Nice. Site number 8. I don't know, I just like the vibe over here better. That last site is right on kind of a big bend in the road, and just more traffic and that coming by. This looks real nice. Backer in here, looks like there's a little trail. Maybe going down to the creek. Check that out. Yeah, we're gonna call that good for now. I'm gonna have to get out my leveling blocks. All right, let's go check it out. Very nice. Well, the wind is really picking up. Got these trees a-swaying. Anyway, we're gonna take a walk down here. I noticed this little path. I believe it goes down to the creek. There is a creek that runs through this basin here. Saw these 2 bars here and a trail. So I'm assuming it goes right down to the creek. Nice having a water source too. I could fill up my shower jug with this, set it out in the sun. Looks like nice clear water. Oh, this is great. Yes. All right, well, we're waking up to another beautiful morning here. The sun has come out and the skies have cleared up. It was really overcast and windy when I first got up this morning. A couple hours later, it's nice and clear. And this has just been a great, beautiful area to camp in. I've really felt connected to this area after being here for a week, but it is departure day today. It's my 7-day limit, so I need to get the van packed up and make my way out of here. I am only about 15 miles from town, so I'm going to go in, go to a laundromat, get laundry done, resupply, and then I'm going to be stopping in and seeing a welder fabricator. I'm looking into getting some work done on the van with my back bumper situation. I'm going to try to have some sort of custom setup done, so I'm going to see what this guy, if he has any ideas, and go from there. And then I have another camp kind of mapped out not too far from that shop, so it should be a full day of resupplying, going to this shop, and then finding a new camp. So I probably should get rolling, although I really don't feel like it, but we got to continue this adventure. Okay, it is time to do this. We got about 3 miles of pretty rough dirt road to get out of here, so it's slow going. We're really only about, I think, 15 miles out of town. It's just this section of dirt road takes a little bit of time. Well, I hate to leave this area, but my stay limit is up. And this dirt road is kind of mixed. There's some areas where it's not so bad at all, but then there are some other areas where it is just really rough and rocky. Deep ruts, a lot of protruding rocks you just got to creep over. But fortunately, the view is amazing, so I'm in no hurry to get out of here. Well, I've been down a lot of rough dirt roads to find campsites over the years, and I've found that it always seems shorter on the way out. I think the anticipation and anxiety of coming into a new place and not knowing what's around the next bend kind of adds to that. Now that I know this road, I've been down it, remember this bridge. This is the roughest part of the road. Just beyond this bridge here is extremely rocky, and there's really not a good line. Kind of to the right here seems to be the best bet, but yeah, just gotta creep. I have mentioned this before in the past. When I say rough road, I'm talking camper van rough road. Meaning the situation with most camper vans is you got a lot of stuff in back. Oftentimes you can only secure it so well, so it just throws your stuff all over the place. Totally passable. It's just, you got to go real slow to prevent that. This van does have good ground clearance. Actually, a little bit better ground clearance than the Chevy G20 had. Well, I just try to pick a line where down the center there's not really tall protruding rocks that could hit my oil pan or differential. Just take her slow. Wow. Whew. Getting there. All right, back to civilization. I always feel like I was in some type of time warp or something when I come out of the woods after being in there for a week or two. Beautiful day. Try to prepare myself for the hustle and bustle of the city. Away we go. Wow, some nice homes through this section of neighborhood. Sheesh. Big. Must have big families. Gosh, these homes are giant. How many kids are these people having? Yikes. Historic downtown Prescott, Arizona. Nice little strip here. Pretty busy. Looks like the big courthouse on the left there. Your typical historic downtown stuff. Pretty cool. I don't really need anything. I don't really need to spend any money, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on. All right, we're coming up on Southwest Crawlers here. These are the guys. Ooh. All right, mission accomplished. I was able to get a hitch receiver put on the back of this van. Had to be kind of a custom job because of the nature of the way U-Haul sets these up with their rear bumper for a step. But they got it done. It looks strong as can be. So I'm glad to have that out of the way. Would definitely recommend Southwest Crawlers in Chino Valley, just north of Prescott, Arizona. Jesse is a super cool guy, straight shooter, honest. And his guy there, Cole, that was doing the welding, is very knowledgeable and skilled welder. Very happy. It's a fair price. I did not get any discounts for giving him a shout out. Straight up, I told him after the fact that I'd be giving him a shout out in the video. He was very happy to hear that. This is kind of a new location for him. He was in Prescott proper and has moved up to Chino Valley. So yeah, he's right there on Highway 89, real easy to find, does a great job at a fair price. Thanks again, Jesse. Got me one step closer to carrying a little dual sport on the back of this van. All right, now we gotta go find a camp. Let's do it. Well, we leave one national forest and enter another. This is the Kaibab National Forest. We're going to be looking for a forest road to pull off here and find some camping. Well, here we are, another forest road. This is again the Kaibab National Forest here in Arizona. We'll be camping out here with the pinyon pines and possibly some cattle. I don't know if there's any cattle out here actively grazing. Oh, this feels good to be out here. I've had a good run this last couple weeks. Sometimes things just flow real smooth without any hiccups, and you just got to enjoy that. Well, I think I found a little pull off here. For the record, I did get out and walk this just to kind of check the soil conditions. There's just some light tracks coming through here. Slightly sandy, but compact enough to where shouldn't have any issues. And without even trying, I think I've come to a spot that I've camped before. That is funny. Sure enough, yep, I totally recognize this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna camp here. I don't think I camped in this exact spot, but I remember checking this out. I think I hiked over. I'm gonna walk this real quick, make sure there's no nails or anything. All right, we'll give you a shot of the camp here. I don't think I actually camped in this spot, but I do remember checking it out. I was out exploring on my trail bike a few years ago. I just remember all this flagstone that's been set in the ground. Because they have open cattle grazing here, oftentimes there will be little cowboys out here. Either the cattle ranchers themselves will want to come out and just spend some time to keep an eye on their cattle. And a lot of times they'll set up a camp like this, semi-permanent. That's my guess is what this is all about. Could be wrong, could just be someone that was out here squatting. But you can tell they've spread out all this flagstone. There is a pretty hefty chunk of concrete here. Has a date in it. It says 200, which I guess is February 2000. And quite a bit of the lava stone has been stacked up and arranged. There is a fire pit over here. And needs a little sprucing up for sure. I'm gonna put some work into this spot, move some of this rock around to just kind of even things out and tidy it up. Give me something to do while I'm at camp, and one of the things I really like about this spot is I'm right on this little ledge here. Sometimes there's water running down here, so I'm gonna have to check, see if there's any water running. I love it. I love the pinyon pines. I love the junipers. This is some of my favorite type of terrain, rolling hills. Quite a bit of area to explore here, so I'll be able to do a lot of hiking and mountain biking around here. Don't know how long I'll be here, at least a week, if not more. So we're gonna get settled in here, make this place feel like home. See it? Right in the middle of the frame there. He's looking at me. Neat. Oh, another one just walked behind it. Ah, I could hear it. They make a neat sound. Well, we are waking up to a beautiful morning this morning. Gosh, this feels so good to wake up in a place like this. The whole view here in front of me, just loving life. Gosh, feeling it this morning, guys. I did want to show something real quick. I forgot to mention in my last video. It's just so common knowledge to me. I forget a lot of people wouldn't know that. Got a lot of questions of why I picked up so many nails at my last camp. This is why right here. People bring out for firewood, you know, they do a demolition job or something and have a bunch of this kind of stuff, and it's got nails all in it, and burn it for firewood, and then it just leaves all the nails behind. Like you can see, there's a bunch of nails down here. So if this fire pit ever gets like broken down or moved or anything, there's going to be a bunch of nails in one spot, and that was the situation at the last camp I was in. There's a whole nother pilot of it over here. Someone has unloaded, and these are just filled with nails everywhere. So that's how that happens. So, you know, it's typically discouraged to not do this type of thing, burn wood with nails in it, pallets and such. But it's a very common thing you see. So that's kind of why I just wanted to bring awareness to the nail situation and the real easy way to pick them up with that magnet bar. So it looks like they're all pretty much contained to this pit here. So I'm feeling pretty good about the rest of the area, but still keeping an eye out. But yeah, I'm gonna get out the mountain bike. Actually, it's already out and getting geared up to go do some exploring, so we'll bring you guys along. Yeah, I guess someone else is camped out here. Thought I was the only one. Just the two of us. A watering hole for the cattle. See if there's any water in it. It is bone dry. Oh, it's so nice back up in here. There's absolutely nobody out here. A little different from my last camp there. It was pretty busy with off-roaders and that. Well, we're having a great ride so far. Haven't really seen any cattle. I know there's some out here. Seen a lot of fresh dung and fresh tracks. I'm gonna keep pushing on here. I'm gonna try to make it up this little hill here, see if I can get a view of the other side. We'll get after it. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Well, we made our way up to the top of this hill here. I'm gonna walk the rest of the way. It's getting a little rocky. First thing I noticed here is some pretty good sized scat. Coyote maybe? A lot of juniper berries in there. And if I'm real lucky, I'll see another snake. Look at this. It's a marker. U.S. Coast and Geodetic Survey, 1958. Pretty cool. It's probably another one. They're usually set up in like a triangle. A couple more. See if we can find them. Yeah, all this rock around this area is this kind of volcanic, very porous and light. Neat. All right, let's see if we can find the high point up here. Looks like there's a little cat trail. There is a lot of undeveloped country around here. As far as the eye can see, I can't see a single building. That is awesome. There's definitely been some traffic up here. A pretty well-trodden path. Oh, there's a little opening here. A lot of cut down junipers in this area. I'm assuming it's Forest Service. I don't know if they're diseased or what. This one here just opened up the view, which is nice. Yeah, buddy. There's some more scat there that looks like elk. I did see a couple elk last night in the evening. I was able to get a shot, but they were pretty far away. But we'll see if I can mix that in. Okay, there's the second marker there. There should be one more. There's usually like in a triangle. So that's that one there. First one I saw was there. So maybe over here somewhere, or over here. Let's see if we can find it. There may be only two. Oh, nope, there it is, number 3. $250 fine or imprisonment for disturbing this mark. Triangulation station. So we got 1, 2, and 3. I'm in the Bermuda Triangle. Let me stand in the middle, see if I can get transported somewhere. Whoa, I'm back. That was a trip. That's my van way out there. See if I can zoom in on it. I didn't realize I came that far. That's a cool camp. Wow. Home sweet home. Ah, that was fun. Okay, well, we're back in camp. It's good to get out for a ride and do some exploring. It's fun to get up on that top of that hill there and transport into another dimension for a little bit. But I'm back in camp. I'm going to show you a few things around here. I think I showed some of this in a previous video years ago when I camped here. I didn't camp in this spot, but I rode over here and explored. Check out this flagstaff stone here. Someone put in some effort to this. Laid down this flagstaff, went in with concrete to fill in the gaps. And it's a little pathway that goes down here. And what's at the end? Looks like maybe like a pond, like this was dug out. Because I see this PVC pipe, I see some irrigation hose. So they were trying to maybe pump water up, maybe. There is a little stream that runs by here. Sometimes it's dried up now, but you can see the rock bed. So I don't know. I don't know if they were actually getting water up in here. This is a cattle grazing area, so maybe it was like a cowboy camp, a cattle rancher camp, and I don't know. I've also thought it could be like a grow operation, someone growing cannabis out here, but it's a pretty exposed on this little cliffside here. Doesn't seem like the best spot if you're trying to get away with something like that. And then you just see more of this irrigation. Some of it's actually buried underground, this PVC pipe going back up, like they had it going up to the camp there. And then I'll show you something else really cool that I found this morning. I did not see this the last time I was here. It's just a short walk over here. We'll bring you over there and show you. All right, so just a short walk from my van. You can actually see my van right through the trees here. You probably can't see it, right next to that big pinyon pine right there. There's these foundation blocks. And this is a cliff right here. It's a rocky cliff that runs along this whole edge here. And it looks like someone was going to put a little shack cabin here. A beautiful spot for it with the view. And just at the bottom of this rock cliff here, there's a dried up little stream bed. So maybe at the time there was actively water running, and that's what all those irrigation pipes and PVC pipes are for. But it kind of seems like nothing ever happened. Like this is as far as it got. Because there's not a lot of, you know, structural debris around, and it just looks like nothing ever really happened with it all. And this is just that rock cliff. Beautiful spot though. And there's a dried up riverbed right down below there. And I'm just camped, my van's just right behind this bush here on this cliff. Beautiful view I'm waking up to. So yeah, really hard to tell. You know, again, this could be remnants of, you know, a cattle rancher camp, a squatter, who knows, who knows. But I love this kind of stuff. This is one of my favorite things out and about exploring. is when I come upon stuff like this that's just kind of a mystery. It gets the imagination going, and it's almost kind of better not knowing what was going on. If I knew exactly, it'd kind of spoil the magic of it all. So I'll show you one more thing that I found. And again, there's a stack of roofing shingles over here. These boards are left behind. Some chicken wire and stuff. So someone had some ideas of building something here. All right, I'll go show you the other spot. All right, so we're back in my camp here. I'll show you a couple more things right in camp that I noticed that were interesting. And again, this could not be totally related to all the structural stuff that I'm seeing, but this may be a connection to about the timing of when someone was out here trying to squat or do whatever they were doing. Look at this old Pepsi Cola bottle. It says Franchisee Pepsi Cola Bottling Company, Flagstaff, Arizona. It's local. Super thick. There are some numbers on the bottom. I might be able to get a date out of this and make some connections here. It says 69. I don't know if that's a year. And then check this. It's a cigarette case. You can see the lettering. Says something, some letters like initials, cigarette, and then tobacco you can make out. An old cigarette tin case. So that's dated. I don't know around that time when they were doing that. So that may be a way to connect when this was going on. I'll show you one more thing. Okay, again, so everything I'm showing you seems to be in pretty close proximity. You know, this is the main camp here. That little path going to the pond is just right here, and those foundation blocks are just beyond that big tree there. And then right over here, there's some more stuff. Kind of tucked into this hillside, the cliff side of these rocks, there's another shack that's dilapidated, and some more PVC pipe, like they were running water over here. So it's possible this could be a growing operation back in the 70s, growing pot. I don't know. I feel like more it was just someone trying to squat or like a cattle ranch camp. So you can see a roof here with shingles on it. All the shingles are kind of deteriorating. So it looks like there was a little shack of some sort right into this hillside. They had water going to it. I mean, they could have been growing something out here, but I don't know. I just kind of feel like that's not it. And again, that dried up riverbed is right here. So they could have very well been either hauling water up and filling up that pond and distributing it, or actually pumping water up the hillside. Who knows? But that's about it. That's about all I could find. There's quite a bit of old rusted metal too. There's a big piece of it down here. I mean, this could have been dumped here, but I feel like not. Or, you know, could have been moved from somewhere else close by, but I feel like that was something built right there. Big piece of rusted metal there. I don't know what that's from. Some sort of tub or something. So anyway, that's my little exploring around camp fun. Lots to check out. I love camping in places like this. Yeah, so here I am at my abandoned something camp. Well, thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate you tagging along on my adventures. I know this was kind of a long one, so leave me some feedback in the comment section. If I should go shorter, or if this kind of stuff every now and then is okay. Just felt like I had a lot of stuff to show, and I just wanted to bring you along for the whole adventure. So again, I appreciate you all hanging out, and I hope you're doing well out there. We'll see you soon in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.